sometimes as a player, your focus shifts, you redirect your energy toward other phases of the game, and that could be what's happening here. But obviously, it's a bit of a concern going forward.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Wallace is out there with Lou Dort. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. And for Detroit, the forwards are Thompson and Harris. Duncan Robinson out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center position. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris, Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. No good from outside. Here's Cunningham in the game against Chicago. He was very impressive. Harris against Holmgren. From 10 feet out, that one wide left. Wallace looking for an opening. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Pass to Harris. Good D by Holmgren.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Wallace. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Holmgren. The tray. They get it back. Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, you see Hartenstein using both the size and the strength to his advantage. Nicely done.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Outside, Robinson takes a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Bulls in Chicago. Hartenstein finds Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Robinson. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Cunningham outside. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Over Wallace. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Harris.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
Williams passes to Holmgren. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Free throw drops for Holmgren. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Cunningham for 3, and Holmgren pulls it down. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence. Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. In the 3rd spot, the Pistons. The Thunder in 4th.
I mean, great teamwork and great schemes at both ends of the floor. You're seeing that from each of these clubs, and this is what defense is all about.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. Coach thinks that they can push Chet Holmgren out of the comfort zones, and he's okay with making him a jump shooter. He said on the perimeter, he may as well be any shooter. We can guard that. Once he's on the inside, though, the advantage is his. So we have to prevent that as much as we can. Back to you.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. Outside, Dort. Wallace with a screen for Dort. Pass to Holmgren from downtown. Nailed from three-point land. Holmgren's got 11 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now Duren. He's defended by Hartenstein. Duren, the pass to Cunningham. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Defensive foul. Lugan. Dort. First personal foul. First team foul.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Hey, Cunningham. One shot.
And that one misses. And now that we are well past the halfway point of the season, DB, what are you most looking forward to?
I think, Kevin, this is the first time of the year where you start to consider, well, I'll tell you, the playoff positioning is starting to take shape. The potential first-round matchups become intriguing. I can't wait to see how things end up.
Wallace, good.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
On the wing, Harris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
And he can't get the first one. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
From 10 feet out, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
On the wing, Harris. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Chet Holmgren meets that one at the rim. Nicely done.
On defense, Oklahoma City. They're leading by 8.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Thompson against Williams. Holmgren right side. Lays it up and banks it in. Holmgren's got 13 points.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first set.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Holmgren outside. Back to Wallace. There's the triple. Detroit with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Just 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. The shot by Thompson, no good. The Thunder leading by 6. Dort with the bounce pass. Williams looking over the floor. No good with the triple. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Cunningham finds Harris. Back to Cunningham. Outside Robinson. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Now just a 3-point Thunder lead.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
Holmgren outside. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 8.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Pass to Holmgren, trying to get something going. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here's Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass. Cunningham's got 10 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. 6 on the shot clock. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Jalen Williams is a tough physical guy who can really shoot the basketball.
Cunningham on the wing. Wallace covering. Cunningham's shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Outside Williams. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Durham. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
For the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Asar Thompson. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Duncan Robinson. And then for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Joe comes in for Dort. And it's Mitchell in for Wallace. Pass to Joe. Near the 3-point line, it's Mitchell. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Stewart. Harris looking it over. Cunningham outside. And again, Cunningham missing. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Outside Williams. It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Duran. And here's Stewart. Defended by Holmgren. And Stewart gets it to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. Jalen Duren, 3rd.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
And so here is Oklahoma City. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Joe. There's a good screen. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Isaiah Joe, a high-level shooter, Doris, who does a lot of his damage off the catch.
Kevin, one of the prettiest jump shots in the league. This guy is always shot ready. The form is on point. The balance is there. You talk about a preeminent shooter, that is Isaiah Joe.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. Back to you.
He is a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report. Buries the long-range jumper.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Williams finds Holmgren. It's hauled in by Stewart.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Cunningham gets the bucket. Now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Here's Joe. Scoreless thus far. And he's good on the three ball.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now here is Harris. Back to Cunningham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
With his 6'6" frame, Cunningham is a nightmare matchup.
The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
That's good from Cunningham.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
Mitchell outside. Here's the teardrop. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Thunder. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
They've got Kevin Huerter. Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then there's Karis LeVert, and it's Jenkins in at the point. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Now here's Herter. Still without a basket. Shot clock at 3. And there it is for him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Caruso with the ball. LeVert defending. No problems knocking that one down. Wiggins has got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Holland's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Joe with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's LeVert. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Stewart a screen. From deep, Herter. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Caruso. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Charity stripe shot. Stewart misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Caruso, the pass to Mitchell. Picked by Williams. Pass to Joe. For 3, Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And it's an 11-point Thunder lead.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. For the Pistons, Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. Duncan Robinson comes in for Kevin Herter. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. And then for Oklahoma City, Holmgren, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. Dort comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Isaiah Joe. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Cunningham passes to Holland. Here's Stewart. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dort finds Wallace. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Dort a screen on Cunningham. Here's Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And the shot goes down. Cunningham's got 18 points in the game.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Here's Wallace. Offline with his 3.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Stewart in the corner. 5 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. He's got 5.
And that's just good awareness and vision from Cunningham.
Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Dort with a screen for Wiggins. Holmgren outside. For 3, Mitchell. Detroit with the rebound.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What strength there from Cunningham. Converting through contact really will help his confidence.
Second personal foul. First team.
You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positionally.
One shot.
On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
Now here's Waltz. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Outside, Dort buries it from three-point range. Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Luke Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
Thompson outside. Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 now on the night. In the corner, Wallace with it. Mitchell outside. Hartenstein with the screen on Stewart. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Just an easy finish for Hartenstein. We talk about high percentage look. Yes, sir.
Thompson outside. Now Stewart. He has 5. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Cunningham for 3. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And defense has to guard K in the corner. He will take and make that shot.
Pass to Holmgren. In the corner, Wallace with it. Wide open. 2 points. That one goes. Wallace has got 5 points so far. Pistons trail by 9. Now Stewart. And here is Robinson. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Wallace, the pass to Dort. Mitchell outside. The 3. Detroit with the rebound. Thompson surveying the floor. Cunningham for 3. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder leading by 6. Doris, in any discussion about Lou Dort, the first topic has got to be his defense.
Kevin, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we talk about him consistently enough as a player who should and could win Defensive Player of the Year. If you are a perimeter shooter or a perimeter scorer, the last guy you want looking opposite you is Lou Dort.
Oklahoma City has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Up top, Dort. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. With some arc. And they recover it. Dort kicks to Mitchell. Dort with a screen for Mitchell. Robinson pulls it in.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Banked in off the glass. Cunningham's got 26 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Duren, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Williams is checked in. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Holmgren outside. Inside, it's stolen by Duran. Pass to Thompson. Cunningham kicks to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Fader on the way. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
It's good. Holmgren's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Now, here is Robinson. 17 points for him last game against Chicago. Cunningham outside. And that one's on target from the wing. 28 points for Cade Cunningham.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
Holmgren with it, guarded by Harris. And here is Holmgren. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Harris, good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Williams.
2 minutes.
Pass to Holmgren.
2 minutes.
Hartenstein with the screen on Harris. Here's Holmgren. Got it. Good job in the low post. Holmgren's got 27.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Hartenstein against Duran. Cunningham inside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And they've gotten away from the inside game this quarter. It was working well for them in the first. They should get back to that game plan. Work it inside and punish the D down low.
Mind the lanes.
At the line
One shot.
for Detroit, Cunningham. Cade Cunningham. 1 shot.
That's good from Cunningham. The Thunder leading by 5. Outside, Dort. Holmgren against Harris. It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Now, here's Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Pocket 6. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now just a 3-point Thunder lead.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Williams sets a screen for Wallace. Pass to Holmgren. Fires the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Holmgren's got 30 points.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Back to Harris. And he banks in the lane. Harris has got 8 points.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist by Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Dort against Robinson. Duran with the screen on Dort. Pass to Cunningham. Over Wallace. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with here at the end of the quarter. And the 3-point shot has been big for them. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Mark Dagnall. Coach, how are you feeling about the offensive performance in that first half?
Pretty good. Obviously, we got to get them under control on the defensive end. I thought they played in a pretty good rhythm, but I thought our energy was good. I mean, we got to stack some stops first. We got to get them out of rhythm, but I thought our offense was pretty good. We moved the ball, we played the way we want to play.
You have to set the tone next. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
From your Milwaukee Bucks
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Detroit Pistons.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call the guys? Oh yeah, Matador defense. They're just letting scores go by.
Ole, ole, ole! And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
In that game against the Spurs, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus! We're going to have to keep a tally of the predictions by you two. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. So the Thunder 5 right now. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Mason Wallace is out there with Lou George. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, the Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back over to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Holmgren hits the outside fadeaway. Holmgren's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Thunder. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Holmgren in the high post. Back to Hartenstein. Pass to Wallace. And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Nobody near Williams. Drills it from outside. Williams has got 11.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's Cunningham. 33 points for him. To the inside. And Duren slams it in.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Wallace outside. Outside Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Hartenstein passes to Williams. And the Thunder another 3.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Robinson sets a screen for Cunningham. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Williams. 14 points for him. Pass to Holmgren for 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Thompson sets the pick for Cunningham. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Pass to Williams. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 39.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. Asar Thompson on top.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Pistons trail by 17. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Duran with a screen on Holmgren. Down low. It's stolen by Hartenstein. To the middle. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. Chalk up 2 there. Holmgren's got 41.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively. Now looking to close this thing out.
In the corner, it's Robinson. Thompson outside. Harris outside to end the run. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Bounce pass for Williams. Dort passes to Williams. Back to Dort. Pass to Wallace. Trains it from beyond the arc. Wallace has got 8 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Now here is Harris, defended by Holmgren. Harris against Holmgren. And the basket by Harris. 10 points for him.
And difficult to convert in the face of that kind of D. Harris isn't afraid to take the tough shots. It never has been.
Now here's Williams. 14 points for him. Six on the shot clock. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now here's Cunningham. 33 points for him. Fades and shoots. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Williams finds Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. Driving inside. Williams outside. And the Thunder another 3.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Tobias Harris. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's right around 13 points a night, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Duran with it. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Oklahoma City shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Yep, that one goes.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Harris. Will it go? Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that's the kind of play that fires up your team. Harris with the strength to finish through contact.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense
to scramble.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Outside, Dort. Now, here's Holmgren. And he's got 41. Back to Dort. Shot clock at 5. From the stripe. That shot is off.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Holmgren with the steal. Fires from 14. Again, Oklahoma City.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside, Robinson. Thompson finds Harris. And the 3 off target.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1 3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Williams can't hit. The Pistons have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Robinson dishes to Cunningham. Takes it off the glass. Cunningham's got 35.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Jenkins, he's checked in for the Pistons. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Thunder. Outside, Dort. Out to Wallace. Dort with a screen for Wallace. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Boy, these are the shots you have to make. If you don't capitalize, you are letting the defense off the hook.
Harris, no good. The Thunder shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Harris against Williams. 3-pointer. Robinson pulls it in. Detroit's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
Kick it out, man. Kick it out.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Williams. Here's Wallace. Shoots the 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
3 points.
Williams has got his 4th assist in this one.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Back to Williams. Dort with a screen for Williams. And it's Mitchell missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Yeah, such a smart offensive player. Harris in just the right spot there to finish on the break.
Dort against Thompson. Williams for 3. Offensive rebound. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Hartenstein's got 8 points.
Well, Isaiah Hartenstein is a handful to deal with, folks. If he's that close to the bucket, look out.
Pass to Jenkins. The screen from Thompson. Shots good by Jenkins. Jenkins got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
Wallace outside. Back to Williams. Rejected by Harris.
And using his long arms there to his advantage. Opponents got to be mindful of Harris's defensive capabilities.
Now here's Jenkins. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Outside Williams. Hartenstein passes to Mitchell. Wallace outside. Off target from three-point range. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. To the paint, here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Wallace, good.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second-half shooting percentage right at 50%.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Jalen Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Chet Holmgren comes in for Jalen Williams. Wiggins is checked in for Dort. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Cason Wallace. Mitchell outside. Pass to Holmgren. Launches a three. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Holmgren. Mitchell's got 11 points.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Back to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Holmgren looking around. Good, nice job down low. Holmgren's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Holland. Kevin Huerter is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's LeVert in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now here's Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Huerter, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 21. Holmgren left side. Wiggins passes to Joe. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Mitchell. Over Cunningham. And it's Mitchell missing. Mitchell's gone 4 of 12 from the floor. To the inside. Here's Holland. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's Holmgren. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
You know, his selectiveness is worth mentioning here. This guy is not forcing shots, and yet he is cooking.
At the line for the Thunder, Holmgren. Check. Holmgren.
Mind the lanes.
One shot.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw off from Holmgren. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
At the line for Detroit, Cunningham. Cade Cunningham. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Williams sets a screen for Holmgren. The deep three from Mitchell. It's hauled in by Stewart. The Pistons on offense. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Cunningham passes to Herter. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Boy, this guy not necessarily a knockdown threat from deep, but when you give him that type of room, he will make you pay.
Back to Williams. It's blocked. Wiggins against LeVert. Hollins kicks to Cunningham. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Williams, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Stewart. And here's Herter. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
The Pistons making a change here. Harris has checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jalen Williams.
Herter, shooting 1.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Joe. Now Wiggins. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Up top, Herter, covered by Joe. The jump hook. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
On the wing, Mitchell, covered by Cunningham. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Now that's got to excite Holmgren's fans. If he keeps improving his handles, watch out.
Now Cunningham. Pass to Herter. Back to Cunningham. Again, the Pistons score.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Mitchell looking it over. Looking to get back on track here. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
A different look here for Detroit. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Karis LeVert. Robinson is subbed in for Kevin Herter. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Dort comes in for Isaiah Joe. Free throw drops for Mitchell. TB1 complain about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
Here's Hartenstein. Following the bucket by the Pistons. Pass to Williams. It's Dort on the wing. Back to Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. For three, Holmgren. The kick out to Williams. Dort with a screen for Williams. Second chance shot. That one a little long. Pistons trail by 17 to the middle. Here's Harris. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
Dort kicks to Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Holmgren puts up a three and got it. Another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the 8.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Cunningham passes to Duren. Here's Harris, defended by Holmgren. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Holmgren gets the challenge up and sends that thing back.
Good work there as it goes. And the Thunder lead by 20.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. Duren sets the screen for Harris. Cans it from downtown. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, that's his second three. First of this half, though.
Mitchell outside. Here's Hartenstein. Outside Williams. Pass to Mitchell, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Now, here's Cunningham. Duren with the screen on Wallace. Cunningham for three. Rebound by Williams.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Dort. Now here's Wallace. For three, Holmgren. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Now Harris. He's guarded by Williams. Harris inside, working on Williams. A nice shot by Harris.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Williams. Good D by Thompson.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
Cunningham. 2 shots.
That's good from Cunningham. And so Cunningham nails both of them. The Thunder leading by 13. Outside Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Hartenstein with the screen on Harris. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And here is Harris. Duran sets the screen for Harris. He's looking for Duran and finds him.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Dort outside. Jacks up a 3. And it's off.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Cunningham against Walls. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
And Williams, here we go. Lou Dort knocks down the 3.
Boy, Lou Dort was dialed in from distance. You give him that corner look, he's taking it.
Pistons trail by 14. And here's Cunningham. Thompson outside. And the 3 misses. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now Williams. That one drops.
Yeah, Jalen Williams keeping his foot on the gas pedal here. He is staying in attack mode.
Here's Harris. Duran trying to break free. Puts it right back up and in.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Check. Holmgren. 4th personal foul. Team 4. At the line for Detroit, Harris. Tobias Harris. 1 shot.
.139 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Wallace. Williams outside. Just 5 to shoot. Holmgren with a screen on Thompson. It's good!
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Oklahoma City.
Tonight they seem committed to the 3-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Chet Holmgren.
Well, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
Duran pulls it down. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Robinson fires, buries the deep ball.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
Thompson against Williams. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is